Hey, this is Cindy Koebele here, and this is my Whole30 journey. Whole30 journey? What is Whole30? Well, it's a cleanse, basically, or reset. So I try to really eat Whole30 most of the time, maybe a 80-20. But when you're doing an actual Whole30 round, it's a full 30 days of ultra clean eating. So I always tell people, I'm like, no sugar, no grains, no beans, no peanuts, no alcohol, which I don't drink anyway, so that's not a problem, and no dairy. And they're like, what do you eat? And I'm like, lots of amazing fruits and vegetables and meats and good fats. So a lot of people are asking me about this because I do the rounds sometimes with some gals here in the office. So we like to do our round usually in January, and we can compare recipes, and I can make things and bring her in a sample, and she can make things and bring me in a sample. And it just resets your whole body. And then the idea is that after you're done with your 30 days, that you're going to slowly add back different foods one at a time with a reintro program to see how your body reacts to it. And then that way you'll really know if you're sensitive to things. Like for me, I know I'm fine with most of those things, but sugar is really hard on my body, and I can always tell. I'll wake up in the morning if I've had like some chocolate cake or something out at a restaurant with my husband, and I'll be like, oh, and my husband goes, oh, I know why your neck hurts, because you ate cookies last night. And I'm like, oh. So for somebody who has like Lyme's disease or lupus, or I know I've heard a lot of people talk about trying to even get pregnant, doing a round of Whole30 is amazing and has incredible results for that. Or if you think you might be celiac or allergic to something, this is a good way to find out. I really think the program designer, Melissa Hartwick, you should read her book because it goes through all the science as to why it works. Like if I get up at this time and then I eat at this time and then I have a snack at this time, this is what happens with my blood sugar, and this is why I can't sleep at night. So it's kind of interesting, but it's not necessary to read the whole book if you want to get started. I think with myself, I just got started and I was reading the book as I went, and I followed it to the T. The one thing is that if you screw up or cheat, you have to start all over again. This last round I did in January, I ended up getting like this little calendar book, and it kind of has like almost a devotional for Whole30 each day. So it kind of guides you through what's going to happen. So on one day you might feel hungover-ish because you're getting used to not having sugar. Or another day you might just feel like sleeping, or towards the end you get this thing called tiger blood, where you just have all this energy and you want to do all these different activities. So it's kind of fun to experience that, but it's definitely not easy, but it's worth it. One more thing, there's a great group on Facebook that's just like 100,000 Whole30ers, and it's called, I think, what's it called? Oh, and it's called Keep Calm and Whole30 On, and I would totally recommend being part of that because people share recipes and everything. So you want to reboot, you want to restart, Whole30.